What's up, everybody? It's Polish Pete. I'm back. I'm doing product reviews and previews up here in Baxter, Minnesota at the Buzz Studios. I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. Please give us some feedback when you see these videos on names for this new show, if you want to call it that, and also some ideas on different products to review. It doesn't have to be new stuff. It'd preferably be stuff that we've been on the water with, hence the review side. But when you haven't been on the water with it, I'll give you a preview or at least our ideas on what we think about it. We're going to start off with some low-hanging fruit for this guy because my history was with Daiwa. I know a lot about the brand, and I fish the brand a lot. So they've got some new products, and two of them in particular, two product families, won ICAST Best of Show awards. Best of Show for freshwater spinning reel was the Ballistic MQ LT. That's right, this is a new version of the Ballistic. This is a very popular reel from the Daiwa family. This one replaces the previous Ballistic MQ. This one brings some LT technologies into it as well, lighter, tougher. That's what that LT stands for. You maintain that monocoque body, which houses a larger main gear. It's a one-piece body. It doesn't have two pieces that come together or a bunch of screws have to go through the side plate, which reduces the area you can put the gearing. This one, since the whole gearing and side piece screws into the one-piece frame, you get a larger main gear. And this is an improved main gear from the previous model. It's a thicker gear, higher end machining to this gear, so it does feel smoother in hand. And I can tell you right now, I have experience. I own the older one. This one does feel smoother. You do have a lighter weight rotor. It's an upgraded rotor in here, and you also have a lighter weight spool on here. The skirting of the spool has been machined a little bit, and it is thinner and lighter, so you have less rotating mass, so this reel feels really smooth. It's punching above its weight class. Cosmetically, not a huge change here. It's a little subtle change. I noticed it quite a bit, but the biggest thing you'll notice cosmetically is they did go to a round EVA knob. I'm a big proponent of round EVA knobs. I know a lot of my friends like those big T-style knobs. The knob size does change for the larger up you go on the reels. So if you want a big old knob to still get a grasp on, and those bigger style round EVA knobs you like that, you might want to look at this reel in like a 3000 or a 4000. I happen to like this size EVA knob quite a bit. I actually swap out a lot of my bait casters to this style knob myself. This is a $239 MSRP on this reel, but I promise you, you pick it up, play with it, it does feel like it'll play with some of the crazy $400, $500, $600 spinning reels in the market right now that I like a lot, but sometimes it's just not practical. If you're in the market for a reel that's going to be a lot of bang for your buck, this is an 8-ball bearing system, high-end spinning reel that's mag sealed, so you're not gonna have to worry about dust and dirt and debris getting inside your reel. For $239, that's a pretty good price nowadays anyway, to get your hands on a high-end spinning reel. Next up, we're gonna go with another ICAST award-winning product family from Daiwa, and that is the Tatula Cork rod family. So this is just the Tatula rods, they call them that, but to all the Daiwa fans or any tackle junkies out there that pay attention to everything on the rod market, these are indicated by the cork handles. The other rods in the families of the Tatula families have EVA grips on them. These ones are going to be cork. They feature SVF blanks, which is a Daiwa proprietary blank. That's a high-end blank. It's very lightweight carbon fiber blanks. They have custom Daiwa reel seats on them. So typically you see manufacturers that produce a lot of rods pull in componentry from other factories. And this one's actually a proprietary Daiwa reel seat, and they do have their own chuck on the front here too. That's really pretty modernized. It's like machined aluminum. It's really nice, and it doesn't have a lot of hard, coarse edges on it. It's one of my pet peeves when you scuff your fingers up trying to fish with a rod because they want to make it look pretty. This is not just looking pretty, but it's actually functional. It's nice and soft there. Cork, as I mentioned, you got a new Fuji O concept, I believe they are, guides. These are going to be a tougher material and lighter as well. So just improvements all around on this family, hence why it won Best of Show. Does look pretty as well. They do offer a couple glass models in this family. As you can tell, this one is the one that still has the tags on it because I haven't fished with it yet or had it on the water at all. The fiberglass models are designed for crankbait fishing or any treble hook techniques you want to implement with this rod. Your landing percentage goes way up when you use fiberglass rods. It is not a strong suit of mine. I'll definitely have to get this one in the hands of the guys that work here that are good at crankbait fishing. But I got to get better at it, so maybe I'll pick myself up one of the new Tatula Cork rods. Now this blank material is called Glaytech. That is a Daiwa proprietary blank material itself. And there's only a couple models in glass right now. Lastly, we're gonna touch on the spinning rods here. They did do a foregrip model in cork here. If you're not familiar with foregrip spinning rods, if you're holding your hands back here, splitting your fingers, this is still a very nice, comfortable reel seat. You don't get your hands on anything rough there or spin the rear locking nut loose. They did design it so that you could do both. I do recommend trying to fish with your hand up as high as you can on the reel seat there because it does make the tip section lighter. It makes the rod feel lighter, makes the tip section a little bit more sensitive. You have more power, more leverage when you're fishing with your whole forearm as opposed to just your wrist there when you're setting the hook, when you split your fingers around the reel seat. But if you do it that way, it still works for you. Doesn't matter. It's almost impossible to fish the wrong way. Lastly, we got to touch on a reel that isn't necessarily an ICAST introduction. It's been out for a minute now, but it is an upgrade on an old favorite, and that is this Tatula 150. This rod right here, or this reel, sorry, I'm a little rusty, it's been a while. So this reel right here is a replacement for the standard Tatula 150 that just had a deeper spool and a little bit bigger handle than the regular model Tatula reels that come in those 100 all the way down to like 80 sizes now in the standard models. This one features a new spool technology. That it is their MagForce Z braking, which is a braking system that actually lets off quite a bit towards the middle and end of the cast to give you more distance. So it's an LC concept, they call it. Bet you can guess what LC stands for, long cast. And they machine the spool and they balance it with that braking system to maximize your casting distance. So if you're somebody that's looking to implement a bunch of techniques that mean you're covering water and making really long casts, this would be your spool. Daiwa's very popular SV technologies and their different Tatula reels. That's got an overpowering, really big brake in it, and that's designed to help you not backlash with really tight quarters, hard casts to make. Where this is a complete opposite theory of, I want a chunk and wind, I'm gonna cast as far as I can. You wanna send a bait, this is your reel to send it with. It does feature their new hyperdrive system, which is all upgraded materials to make the reel stronger. So you have a hyper armor housing, they call it. So the gear side of the reel here is strengthened. It feels more solid. It doesn't feel geary at all. This thing feels really, really smooth. Liquid smooth, to be honest with you. You feel very connected to this reel. You have a 100mm handle, which to me nowadays is almost a must. I've even switched over most of my reels that are smaller than this to 95s or 100mm handles. That's just the length of the throw here. And that gives you more leverage, more torque, more power when you're fishing. You get less fatigue, believe it or not, and you just feel like you got more control of what's going on. There is a disadvantage to that. The reason why they don't put 100mm on every reel out there is it can cause damage to the internals of the reel because you have so much torque that you're putting on the reel. You're putting on the gearing inside of there. Well, part of that hyperdrive I talked about, they upgraded the gearing in here and upgraded the drag in here. So you have machine gearing, the hyper gearing they call it now, that is a bigger, thicker surface. It's a higher end machining process. The gears are stronger. And the drag now is upped in drag pressure a few pounds, I think, over the previous model. 199 bucks, and this thing, I'll be honest with you, it's been a while since Daiwa did a complete frame change on this size. It is a brand new reel top to bottom, and I'm absolutely loving it right now. When I took it out of the box, I thought, well, that's a little big for this guy. I like smaller, more compact reels. This thing's a little bigger. I'm gonna tell you right now, this will be the belle of the ball this year for a lot of multi-species anglers. If you're gonna fish everything from catfish to muskies, pike, big walleye, whatever, you want to use a bait caster for some bigger fish, salmon fishermen, whatever, this would be a great one. It's undersized compared to its competitors, but it packs the punch like the bigger reels do. So you might want to check out the Tatula 150 for all your multi-species needs or your big bait bass stuff.